While the distinguished senator from Nebraska is still on the floor, I found much to agree with her in her comments, and I hope after we reintroduce the Personal Data Privacy and Security Act that she may want to become a co-sponsor of it. This would better protect Americans from the growing threats of data breaches and identity theft. I mean, last year, according to Verizon's report, there were more than 600 publicly disclosed data breaches all over the country. The recent breach at Target involved debit and credit cards, data of as many as 40 million customers. Now, that's a reminder that developing a comprehensive national strategy to protect data privacy and cybersecurity remains one of the most challenging and important issues facing our nation. We've, in the Personal Data Privacy and Security Act, this better protects Americans. And I do thank Senators Franken and Schumer and Blumenthal for co-sponsoring it. You know, I first introduced this bill 9 years ago. I thought we'd bring urgently needed data privacy reforms to the American people. At that time, it was the threat to American people are nowhere near as extensive as it is today, for everything from when you buy gasoline to shop. The Judiciary Committee has favorably reported this bill. Republicans and Democrats joined together numerous times, but it's languished on the Senate calendar. And let me just point out some of the things we found on the dangers to Americans' privacy and American prosperity and national security. According to the Privacy Rights Clearinghouse, more than 662 million records have been involved in data security breaches since 2005. Not a dozen, 662 million records. As I mentioned before, Verizon's 2013 data breach investigation, 600 publicly disclosed data breaches. These are just the ones that are publicly disclosed. Now, the Personal Data Privacy and Security Act requires companies to have databases with sensitive personal information on Americans, establish and implement data privacy and security programs. The bill would also establish a single nationwide standard for data breach notification. It require notice to consumers when their sensitive personal information has been compromised. It provide for tough criminal penalties for anyone who would intentionally and willfully conceal the fact that a data breach has occurred, if that breach causes economic damage to consumers. This requirement to have to publicly disclose it is also going to make companies want to have far better security than many have now. And protecting the privacy rights is of critical importance to all of us, regardless of party or ideology. And I hope that all senators will join with this. I'd ask consent that a copy of the bill be included in the record at the completion of my statement.
Without objection.